churches, and I later on learned that Sunnis, Wahhabis, Salafis, don't like when you question. Toe the line, says what it says, don't worry about it, don't think. Just bow your head, take the holy water. Like, and I got my bachelor's degree in history, so as a pseudo historian, I need the primary sources, I need the secondary sources. I got to read it in what context. Was this revealed or was it written? I was homeless twice also in my early 20s, and there was the second and last time I was homeless. I was walking to a bakery in Ridgewood. It was like 12:30, 1 o'clock in the morning. So they bake the breads for the following day. I would ask for like some rolls and some loaves, and I was just walking there. And I'm like, yeah, God, if you get me out of this situation, I will worship you however you want me to. However you want me to. So I did that dua. I didn't know it was a dua, but I supplicated to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. The very next day, I walked from my old neighborhood to City Field in Elmhurst where the New York Mets play. And after that was Flushing. And there was a school that said, earn your GED and get associate's degree at the same time. And I was a high school dropout. I dropped out in 12th grade. And so I was like, I need a GED. Associates would be nice. So I went in, took the exam. I passed. And then the next day, I got a job at a supermarket. And then one of my friends needed a job. So the parents came to me. He's like, can you get my son a job? I was like, I need a place to live. Oh, we'll rent you a room. Just get my son a job. I got him the job. And literally 72 hours. 72 hours. I had a job. I was in school. And I had a place. And I was like, okay, so how do you want me to worship you? So when I was going for my associates, some very good friends of mine from Bangladesh I met. And it was funny because, actually, backtrack. The night before, I was with my friend Chris. And he was like, yo, Muslim women don't shave their legs? I was like, one, that's none of my business. And two, I don't believe you. So the brothers from Bangladesh, I was like, do your women shave their legs? He's like, one, that's rude. And two, we just started talking about Islam. And I was like, so what about Jesus? Like, oh, we believe in the virgin birth. Die for our sins? No, okay. And so they handed me the Quran. And for the next 3-4 months, I had the Quran and the Bible, just cross-referencing. And I was like, Islam, Tawheed, oneness of God. Jesus is a prophet, Islam. He didn't die for the sins of the world. Like, this is what I believe already. This is in my nafs. So it's, and wallahi, I wish I was making this up. I wish I was making all of this up because it just happened too fast. And I was just, in January 2006, I went to the Jamaica Muslim Center, JMC, with Imam Shamsi Ali. I took my Shahada. I was one of 3 other people. And I took my Shahada. Oh, Assalamu alaikum, welcome to Islam. I didn't get a prayer rug. I didn't get Sahih Bukhari, Sahih Muslim. Oh, welcome to Islam. You're a brand new baby now. All your sins before that. I didn't know which direction was Mecca. I didn't know how to pray. And the follow-up was so poor that even with my Shahada, I was still eating bacon. I was drinking beer, smoking pot. I didn't know. I got tattooed. I didn't know what was halal, haram, makruh, So from 06 maybe until it's a good 5-6 years I was in Islam, but not even, I was a Muslim by name. And I dropped the pork. That was easy. Eventually it started coming together but even now, even now, the dua I made to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, I'm still not doing my end. And he's still doing his end for me. I'm in London on Al Huday TV. Come on, I know way more people who deserve to be in the seat right now. I knew there was rules, but I didn't know what were the rules. And see, in Queens, a lot of the masjids are like for instance, there's a big South Asian community, Bangladesh, Pakistan. And so their masjids are basically club meds for people from Dhaka, people from Islamabad. The khutbahs are in Urdu or Bangla. So I would just sit there and I'm the only white guy. I'm like, okay, I guess I'm getting credit for this because I'm here, my name's written down with the angels. But there's no follow-up, man, no follow-up. And, it sucks, because then when I started learning, I did the same thing that I did in the church. I'm like, yeah, Imam, the 12 caliphs, who this hadith says there'll be 12 caliphs after me, all from Quraysh. Who are the 12? But this guy down the street can name me 12 like that. Oh, no, don't listen to them, Abu Bakr, Umar, Uthman, Muawiyah, Yazid, I'm like, okay, sure. And, what's funny though? Well, when I took my Shahada, I asked about the Shia. I was like, who are the Shia? Don't worry about them, just avoid them, it's in their Aqidah to lie, they do taqi all the time. And I was like, whatever, fine. So I left the Shia thing alone. Come 2.5 years ago, I was sitting in my old, I don't even want to say mine, but I was in Masjid Taco in Bed-Stuy, Brooklyn, and I was waiting for the Adhan to come in, and one of the, I wouldn't even say Maulana, that's giving the man too much credit. There was somebody in there just going off on this other brother because he had a Shia roommate. He was like, yo, they're kafirs, you can't be rooming with him, don't eat his meat, it's not halal, da da da. You know, they turn off the lights and with the women, the muta, da da da. And as he's going off, they worship Ali alayhi salam, astaghfirullah, like all these things he's rattling off. I'm like, there is no way in high heaven people actually believe that. There's no way that somebody's Akida. No way. And so what I did was, I went, not really, basically down the street, so Masjid Al-Hubayt, Islamic Guidance Center, in the Atlantic Avenue, by the Barclay Center. And I embedded myself at the Shia Masjid for 2 weeks. Question after question after question after question. I was there for like hours, for 2 weeks straight. Then they gave me books and I read it. And so I read, then I was guided. And the way Dr. Chijani went about it, how he would only take hadith that both sides agree on, and of course the Quran. So I was like, you know what, that sounds pretty foolproof. So I did it, and I would just, even before I accepted Shia Islam, I would be defending the Shia. Like there was a Yemeni deli, they used to support my dawah, so they had like pamphlets and they gave out all the Qurans. And so I was like, nah, man, that's not true. Oh, but I'm from Yemen, I know the Houthis. Okay, but this is their beliefs, man. You know what I'm saying? Like they have a hadith where Imam Ali alayhi salam hemmed up a tent and set it on fire for somebody saying he was God, astaghfirullah. You know? So I was like, nah. They're like, yo, you better calm down, Haroon. I want to think you're a Shia. I was like, whatever, man. And the classic, Gabriel made a mistake. I was like, nah, man, it's Allahu Akbar 3 times, man. That's because of the conquest of Mecca. No, man, I'm telling you. They prayed towards Karbala. And that was actually the first question when I got to Masjid Al-Bayt. I was like, what direction, what city is that? The Kaaba, or Mecca. That's not Karbala? No, where do you, come on. Our Qibla is the Qibla. And it just blew my mind. It just blew my mind. So Dr. Jijani, Sayyid Ammar Nakashwani, I'm jacking up his name. But, and Masjid Al-Bayt TV, like, I would just, like, you guys have like this intense like archive. So I would just be everywhere and nowhere. Like, and I knew it was right, but I was still in Taqiyya. And eventually I was just like, you know what? Forget it, man. Because there's Shia in Pakistan, there's Shia in Bahrain, there's Shia in Iraq, who are getting killed. And they're openly Shia. And I'm here in the United States. So what do I got to lose? What do I got to lose? Friends? They're not really my friends. My brothers in Deen? They're not my brothers in Deen. If they're going to cut me off like that. So, I was like, yeah, I'm a Shia. And then everybody just started falling off. And this one brother was like, man, I love the Ahlul Bayt, but I won't worship them. And it was actually around the time of Ashura. And so I was like, okay, what are you doing on Ashura? I'm going to fast, Habibi. I'm going to fast. When did Imam Hussein alayhi salam die? The Ashura. No, yeah. How come you never heard about it on the minbar? I don't know. And he kept it at that. It's insane. It's insane. Like, yeah, it's crazy. See, it's twofold. One, when they give you the reason behind fasting on Ashura, it doesn't make any sense. If the Prophet Muhammad ﷺ came with the correct deen, why is he pulling from Bani Israel? Oh, they fast? I have a greater right to Moses. We're going to fast. What? No, man. Like, it doesn't make any sense. And even if you take it one step further, there are some Sunnis who say the fast on Ashura was negated by the fast in Ramadan. When the command came down to fast the 30 days of Ramadan, forget the Ashura fast. So like even then they're button heads with their own doctrine. But it's sad. It's really sad, Yeah. But when I found out about Imam Hussein alayhi salam, like it's like, well, come on, this is the last grandson of the last prophet is killed. And then you have the audacity to say Yazid radiallahu anhu. What? Come on now. So wait, if Imam Hussein alayhi salam is the master of the youth in paradise, and you guys think Yazid's going to Jannah, that's gonna be an awkward meeting. Assalamu alaikum Yazid, no hard feeling, it's a dunya. Come on, what? Doesn't make any sense. Come on. And then like, well, when I found out about like what Aisha did and Hafsa and Umar, I'm like, oh my God, are you serious? Like, and it's in their books. The man ran away like a goat. It's in their books. Come on, man. I'm sorry, but it was frustrating for so long, And then one day, I'm in my kitchen. My wife, she had just become Muslim. Oh, she's been Muslim 2 years now, alhamdulillah. And so we're in the kitchen one day, and she was like, Henry, what happened to the Prophet's family? Because she's like, he dies, and then Islamic history's over. Like that's how she was being taught. And I was like, that's the $1 million question. Now go do your research. And she, alhamdulillah, she did her research, and now I didn't pester her, but one day it was like Asr time, and she goes and grabs a turba and goes to pray after her namaz. I'm like, what are you doing? She's like, oh, I'm just praying. I was like, you just slide in the doors? So alhamdulillah, she accepted Ahlul Bayt alayhi salam.